Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be continuing with the Silver Blue demo. They've just released a version 2, which is a little bit longer, and I'm really excited because this game is really pretty, and I've also got some other Let's Plays planned for some of the other Yaoi Jam that have come out. Let's see how much we can get through. But for now, we're going to keep going with Silver Blue. And I think, from memory, I went with Go Find Waren. So let's see who that is. When Cain finished preparing everything, it was already dark. With all the anxiety in his heart, Cain decided to go tonight. If he goes through the forest, he will be able to reach the next city in the shortest possible time. Looking back at the house where he has lived since childhood, a feeling of sadness welled up inside him. Cain wondered when he would be able to return to this place. Could he even find and bring his master back? From the letter Guy wrote, Cain knew his master had no intention of returning. Everything has just happened so fast, which left Cain with no time to think things through. He was forced to take action. Cain wondered if Guy even wanted to be found. Would he be able to find Guy? Would he be able to help Guy? Or would he just make things more complicated? Well, I couldn't just continue to live here peacefully and do nothing. Cain reassured himself. Guy had taught him that everyone had their own destiny. He just needed to try his best so as not to regret later. That's right. Just try my best. If things don't go well, then that's my fate. It's a bit depressing. Let's go. I don't have time. I really love the GUI. The colors are so good. Who's there? Ever since Cain set foot in the forest, he knows someone has been silently following him. From the sounds of the footsteps, there was only one person, so Cain wasn't too worried. He was always ready to fight if the pursuer attacked. But this person just kept following him without doing anything. I know you've been following me. Show yourself, before my patience runs out. Cain saw a figure walking out from a bush quite far away. This person was quite careful in keeping his distance, but it seemed that he had no experience in tracking others, so he made suspicious sounds, thus making it easy for Cain to discover him. When Cain could clearly see the stalker with the dim light of the late evening, he was surprised. Al, why are you here? Why did you follow me? You scared me. Al, I know, you're about to leave. I knew from the first time I saw you. Someday, you'll return to that place. Certainly, you will return there. What are you talking about, Al? Please, take me with you. Let me go with you. This second version of the demo has updated some of the original CGs as well, from the sketches to having flat color on them, and they're already looking so good. But look how gorgeous this art is. I'm so excited. Alvis clutched Cain's shirt. It was the first time he had seen Alvis so agitated like that. They look related. Are they related? They've got different colored eyes and everything. This has more purple than that, everyone. Seems like they could come from the same place anyway, especially if he hasn't grown in the last however many years. While Alvis is looking at Cyan, his face shows desperation with a tinge of craziness, making Cyan disturbed. Please, please. Al, could you calm down a little? I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm just leaving to look for my master. That man will be there as well. He will. Alvis whispered softly. As long as you let me follow you, then you will understand everything later. Alvis stammered, trying to choose appropriate words like he hadn't said so much in a long time. Where is the place you want to go after all? That place is our home, where you and I belong. Your hair and mine, they are proof we belong there. Only our home could produce pure silver life. Silver? Could it be the place you're talking about is the Silver Mountain? I hate that name, but it's true. That's how those greedy people call our home. I'm not sure I'll go to that place, or if I could even go there. I don't even know its location. I know where it is. I can lead you there. I'm not as useless as you think. I will be of use to you. Sorry, Cyan, if I go there, you will understand my words. If that man doesn't... Alvis seemed like he wanted to say more, but he just stopped and let go of Cyan. Cyan was silent. He was really confused. Everything about him just kept getting stranger without giving him any break to think. Fine, Al. I don't really understand what's going on. Just go with me if you want, but I'm not sure if I'll go to that Silver Mountain. I need to meet a friend first. Also, in the case that I can find my master somewhere else, I will also not go to that place too. Is that okay with you? Alvis was silent. He then looked at Cyan with his clear eyes. His face showed no emotion. Yes, it's all right. I have been waiting for so many years. Waiting a few more days is nothing for me. The backgrounds in this game is beautiful too. Oh, everything about this game is beautiful. A sharp sound of metal resounding along with Alvis's screams. He sat down on the ground. It seemed he was in pain. What happened? When Cyan approached to check Alvis, she could smell the foul smell of blood. Ooh. Alvis's foot was being trapped by two metal pieces with sharp teeth. His blood was dripping out from the wound, wetting Cyan's hand when he tried to touch. An animal trap? Cyan panicked. He quickly tried to remove it, but he was afraid he would hurt Alvis. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Of course it hurts! No, don't worry. Alvis smiled wryly and answered, but his face grimaced. By this time it was completely dark. Only a little moonlight could pass through the dense trees. They have walked in the forest for more than 2 hours. All the while, Alvis slowly followed behind him. After the evening conversation, the atmosphere between them was a bit awkward. No matter how many times Cyan tried to ask, Alvis just shook his head and said he would understand later. It's making Cyan a little upset. But when Cyan looked at Alvis's immature face, trying to endure the pain. He felt uneasy. If they kept going all night, tomorrow morning they would arrive at Waren's place, but it was best to let Alvis rest for a bit. Suddenly, sound of hurried footsteps mixed with the rustling of the bushes were directed towards them. A tall man walked up with a bird in his hand. Hey! Oh no. An arrow still piercing through the poor creature. Oh dear. Seeing them, the man seemed a bit surprised, but quickly understood everything. He swiftly sat down to help them. Sorry, this trap is mine. But may I ask, who are you two, and why you are here at this time of night? It's the first time I have seen someone coming here this late. Are you lost? No, my name is Cain, and he's Alvis. We're going to the next city. And you are? My name is Ethan. Are you going to cross the forest at night like this? You might not know this place is not very safe at night. I think we're going to camp here for one night, and then we will go in the morning. I don't think that's all right, especially for him. Ethan looked at Alvis's foot with worried eyes. If possible, would you two come to my house to sleep one night? It's nearby. You can take it as my apology. Cain silently watched the man in front of him. From the outfit and the bow on his back, Cain could guess that he was just a normal hunter, not some bad guy. However, he was still hesitant. For him, sleeping outside for one night is not a problem, but Alvis... Don't worry. I'm sorry if I might seem overzealous, but I have no bad intention. I live not far from here. He interrupted Cain's thoughts. Sorry, I didn't mean it. What do you think, Alvis? Cain looked at Alvis, who had been silent from the start. Whatever you want, Cain. So, this way. The man reached out to help Alvis get up, but he quickly avoided it. No need. I can walk by myself. He doesn't like being touched. Sorry, my friend is very shy. He doesn't like being near strangers. Al, let me help you. Come in. You two, please make yourself at home. The fragrance of hot soup drifting out from the door opened when Cain's tired brain relaxed. What? The fragrance of hot soup drifting out when the door opened made Cain's tired brain relax. Yeah, there we go, that makes more sense. Ethan's house is old but cozy. Almost everything is crafted by wood. On the wall hung the skin of some animals, just like a common hunter house. Mixed with the smell of hot soup is the faint aroma of many dried foods stored in the corner of the house. The atmosphere of this house reminded Cain of his small house and peaceful evenings with his master. Brother, are you back? Oh, she's cute. A lovely voice spoke. A little girl ran out from the room, holding a spoon. She seemed to be in the middle of cooking. Brother, who are they? voices. Don't let me do voices. Can't do voices. The friends I met while hunting. They will stay here tonight. This is Daisy, my sister. Hi, I'm Cain, and this is Alvis. Sorry for intruding on you tonight. She didn't respond to Cain's greetings and just stared at them. Oh, children. Children staring. Daisy, where are your manners?
But, brother, they look so beautiful.
What?
Both of you are so pretty. Your hair is also very beautiful. It's the first time I've seen such beautiful hair color.
She smiled and stared intently at them, looking like she was not afraid of any strangers, which made Cain confused about what to do. Thank you.
This hair color is even more beautiful than I could imagine.
She held out her hand, wanting to touch Cain's hair. Daisy! What? I think that was it. I think that tag is probably meant to be Ethan, not Daisy. Oopsies. I'm sorry if she's impolite. Ethan interrupted his sister. He looked at Cain with embarrassed eyes. No problem. Your sister is really friendly. Let's go to dinner first. Then you two can take a bath or rest later. Okay, thank you. The next morning, when Cain woke up, he saw Alvis had awoken earlier, waiting for him. How's your leg, Alvis? Do you need more rest? I can walk now. We could leave immediately. You two want to go into the city, right? Ethan suddenly interrupted our conversation. I also need to go to the city to sell off some stuff. If you guys don't mind, can I go with you? By the way, I can help your injured friend. After all, my trap was the reason why he's like this. There's no need. We can take care of ourselves. It's okay. No need to worry. I want to help you guys. Cain felt a bit confused. He's very persistent. He had a little suspicion with the enthusiasm of the man they had only met less than a day, but didn't know how to refuse when he wasn't very good at making excuses.
Brother, please let me go with you.
Daisy ran to her brother, holding onto his shirt, looking at him with pleading eyes.
I don't want to be alone.
Daisy, don't be like that. Remember the words I said. Please wait for me here.
But brother... Or... You don't need to go with them. I don't need it anymore.
Ethan, you don't have to come with us. We can handle it. No, I can't let you two go like that. What is going on? Suspicious. You know, if you go into the city with us, you won't be able to return today. You said this place is dangerous, but you still leave your sister alone? Tell me, Ethan. Who are you? What is your agenda? Why are you trying to approach us? Our meeting yesterday wasn't a coincidence, right? Ethan's face briefly became awkward, but he tried to calm down. Cain thought that this man wasn't a good liar, otherwise he wouldn't have realized it so easily. Why do you think so? Firstly, at the moment we met, though you tried to look surprised, but to be honest, your expression was quite awkward. Your sister was not even surprised to see us too. How could a girl living alone in the forest be that calm, unless her brother often brings strangers home? But You said this is the first time. And when this house only has you and a little girl, yet you often bring strangers in, aren't you being too confident in yourself? Moreover, she said I was even more beautiful than I could imagine. Your sister and you knew me, right? If you really have business in the city, wouldn't having your little sister tagging along be a more sensible choice rather than leaving her in the woods for one night? And finally, I noticed something odd from the moment we entered your house. Why do you have a lot of preserved food for winter? It's only the beginning of autumn. The temperature is still high, so it isn't ideal to store them. Why do you need to stock up so soon? Which means that the occupants of this house weren't able to stock up on food during autumn. Thus, the reason she doesn't want you to go alone is because you're planning to leave her for a long time. Am I right? Sign snapped. He felt like he could no longer control his temper. His peaceful life suddenly disappeared after one night. Master left, Elvis is acting strange and hiding things. Even a person he just met like Ethan also has some shady plan for him. Guys, alright. I'm sorry. You were right. Ethan interrupted Cyan's words. He was a bit panicked when Cyan suddenly said that much. Sorry, I'm not very good at lying. You're right. I knew you would come here, so I was waiting for you. Why did you know I was coming here? Why are you waiting for me? What is your hidden agenda? Someone told me to wait here for you. Arrange our meeting as a coincidence and find a way to accompany you. If I succeed, I will get what I need. Who is this person that you're talking about? I don't know his name, but he seems to be in his 30s, tall stature, deep voice, has long black hair and amber eyes. Wow. Isn't that the master? What? Cyan wonders if this is the truth or a lie. Why does the man he talks about look just like his master? Guy told him to look for Waren in the letter, never mentioning Ethan. Moreover, why must it be arranged as if they met by chance? This is shady, completely unlike Guy's way of work. Cyan really doesn't understand what's going on. This is the truth. I admit that my acting was so stupid, but I just want to go with you. What will you get if you follow his words? I won't go anywhere with you before you tell me everything. Ethan was silent, as if he was wondering where to start.
Brother, let me explain to him.
Daisy's voice spoke through the silence between them. She ran to Ethan, hugging his arm.
Brother didn't mean to trick you. He doesn't have any bad intentions. He did that because of me.
She turned her back on Cyan and began to remove her shirt. What? What? Before Cyan finished his sentence, he was startled when Daisy's bare back caught his eye. Prominent on her white skin is the long red streaks that penetrate the skin. They looked like old scars formed from a sharp sword slash. Why does a little girl like Daisy have such terrible scars? What are those scars? Those aren't scars. This is a strange disease she has. 2 years ago, these scars appeared on her body. Initially, these scars were small and only slightly irritated. But later they spread and often cause severe pain. We have reached out to many physicians, but no one knows what these are. Every month, Daisy suffers from severe pain from 2 to 3 times. Each time is very painful. I don't even know what will happen if she got sick every day, and what will happen when the disease worsens. Ethan crumpled his hair. He looked miserable. Looking at this man, his expression is now more genuine than the fake surprised face yesterday. Cain was sympathetic to Ethan's dilemma. It was so horrible that such a small girl would have scars like that. But then, these scars would also cause pain. They were really pitiful. I feel so sorry for her, but what does that have to do with me? Ethan was silent. He took out a small glass bottle and gave it to Cain. Let's calm down. I'll explain it to you. About half a year ago, while I was taking her to find a physician, we met the man I told you before. He gave us this powder medicine. Cain looked at the bottle Ethan handed over to him. Inside was a light blue powder, sparkling with a silver light. It's quite effective in cutting my sister's pain, but he did not have much. I went to almost every place I could think of for the same medicine, but never found it. Cain looked at the bottle. He had never seen this medicine before too. This powder is ground from a kind of flower that grows in our home. These flowers can cure all kinds of diseases. Alvis, who had been silent, suddenly spoke up. You mean that Silver Mountain? Really? Ooh! Ethan, agitated, he reached out to touch Alvis's shoulder, but he hastily moved away. His eyes were full of disgust. Don't touch me. Sorry. But now I understand why that man told me to follow you. That man. He is a peddler, so we could only meet him by chance. There were times when I had to wait for him at the market for months. But one day he appeared and told us to move here, waiting for a boy with long silver hair who would appear in the next few days. He said to go along and help that boy. He would lead me to where I want. Just by digging the herb along with its roots, my sister's illness could be completely cured. So you set some traps for us here and wait. No, that trap is an accident. I only use it to trap animals. I didn't think you two would show up at night like that. You may not believe me, but if you don't let me go with you, I'll just follow you two. Unless you kill me, I'll do anything to get that medicine for my sister. Please, I beg you. I'm sorry, but Cain wanted to refuse. While he might no longer be on guard with Ethan, he only wanted to find his master. He didn't want to get involved with other things before he could confirm Guy's safety.
Please, I beg you, please trust my brother.
Daisy ran over and shook Cain's arm.
I also don't want him to go, since I've gotten used to the pain, but if it continues like this, I'll bother my brother even more later.
But if your brother goes with me, then you'll have to live here all alone. Aren't you afraid?
What could I even do? He's already decided.
Cyan felt he asked such a useless question. But could they even do what could they even do in this situation? I beg you, if it's to save her, then I'll use the rest of my life to repay the favor. I'll even become your slave if you wish. Ooh. That's a bit extreme. Say no to slavery. That's enough. Please don't say so. Master, what's your intention? Is giving them a hand in the mission? Is giving them a hand is the mission you want to give me? Alvis, would it be possible for him to come with us? Cyan felt that Alvis didn't like to interact with Ethan because he had been injured by Ethan's trap yesterday. There was nothing wrong with setting a hunting trap in the forest, though. As you wish, Cyan. Ethan breathed a sigh of relief upon hearing Alvis's answer. However, it's not very safe here. Your sister should go with us. I'll let her stay at my friend's house if necessary. Cyan suggested. He really couldn't bear seeing Daisy being left alone in the jungle like this. Well, thank you very much. I'm extremely grateful. Seeing Ethan so happy, Cyan thought he must have been worried about leaving his sister alone. One would hope so. Cyan's intuition told him that this man was not a bad guy. If it was Master who told him to wait for Cyan here, then he must have his own reasons. He would need time to observe more before making any judgments. Cyan had a little hope that he could meet his master before, and they wouldn't need to go to that Silver Mountain. But everything was going on like a prearranged script, deliberately making him go there by all means. Because they left later than expected, by the time they entered the inn Owen owned, it was already afternoon. The guests were also sparse. Cyan walked over to ask the bartender, who was looking after the store in a bored way. Hello, I need to see Mr. Waren. Could you please give this to him? Okay, please wait a moment. Oh. Manly voice for a girl. Well, as manly as I can do. The girl smiled at Cyan, then quickly disappeared behind the bar. This is the boarding house that Waren runs and where he lives. A moment later, a man came out. Seeing Cyan and the people behind him, he was startled but quickly calmed down. Hello, young master. No, Waren, don't call me that. You're my master's friend. I'm sorry. And no matter what he says, I will always treat him as my lord and benefactor. I can't be rude to you either. As far as Cyan knew, Waren had been saved and helped by Guy. So he has always regarded Guy as his benefactor. Alright. Do you know where my master went, Waren? He just told me if you ever came here, then I would help you settle down. Please don't search for him. No, you know where he goes, right? Please do not hide it from me. I will never be able to settle down when I don't know where Master is. At least, I have to see him living peacefully. At that time, If Master no longer wants to see me, I will leave. Young Master, please think what he wants the most. He just wants you to live happily. He went to a place called Silver Mountain, didn't he? Waren didn't answer Cyan, but his face said it all. I think I had the answer I needed. Thank you, young Master. Please don't stop me, Waren. I'll go find Master no matter what you say. I'll need some time to prepare, so if there's any room left, I'll rent it. Please don't say that, young Master. You are welcome to use this space. Everyone, please follow me. Your room is here. Thank you, Waren. This friend of mine isn't very good at talking, so don't be hard on him. Don't worry, I know. Al, please take a rest. I'll come find you later. Okay.
Phew.
Please, this way. Long time no see. Don't talk to me. Your condescending attitude is disgusting. I don't know what you want, but don't get in my way. Your hateful lord and you all make me feel bored. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh! What? 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 What was that? Oh!
No!
Okay. So that was the next part of the demo for Silver Blue, and damn it, where it ended, it got me. It really got me. I wonder if you'll meet different people if you go the opposite direction. So if we go towards Say instead of Waren, maybe we might meet other people. I might do that one next. Because now I'm really curious. I'm really interested in where this is going. Like, I absolutely love fantasy games, and I love the aesthetic of this one, and just it's so interesting. Like, I really want to know where it's going, and they keep leaving me on cliffhangers. So thank you for watching. I might have the opposite option up sometime later. I hope you enjoyed it. Their Kickstarter will be out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm excited to see this full game. Thank you for watching, and bye!